Hello and welcome to Talk About It Thursday with Bri. Thank you for joining me today. I have great pleasure announcing our newest venture, which is our community. Every week I do a Talk About It Thursday, and now we have a Facebook group where we can discuss and talk about what we've learned, how we've connected with the video, and you can share your stories to maybe help inspire others along the way of your journey. So this is how it works. You share what you want, you share what you can about your journey and what you've realized, what you've come to learn, because sometimes people that need to feel like they can relate to someone else, they feel like they're alone. So by us sharing our stories in this group, we encourage and help others on their journey because they feel like they are welcome, like they are not by themselves on this journey, in this self-development, this road. So if you like, there's a link connected and attached to this video. If you'd like to go ahead and join, it is a private group because we will be talking about personal developmental things. So we want to make sure you create a safe, judgmental-free environment for everybody to feel comfortable sharing their learnings and their journey. You sharing with them and them sharing with you. So it's very important that this is a space where you can respect and also be respected for what you're going through. So go ahead and press the link if you'd like to join, and let's continue with our topic for today. Today's topic on Talk About It Thursday is ego, understanding it and knowing when we're behaving and speaking out of it. So this is a very important topic to me because this is actually something that I have been working on for the longest time and that I'm still learning new ways of how I behave out of ego. So we all do it. That is something that we are taught to do, and because it's so normalized, sometimes it's hard to pinpoint exactly what it is or how is it that I behave out of it, and this is why I will be discussing it today. How I understand it is ego is anything that makes you or want to be higher than, above than, or someone else, but it's in a way that is self-righteous. It's in a way that is self-promoting, and it's in a way to make yourself feel good, but in a way that suppresses all the garbage and things, the honesty that you don't want to look at. So because you're trying to hide all that rubbish inside of yourself, you behave out of ego to cover up all that what is inside. So basically it's the way that we hide our insecurities. And we do it usually by putting others down, or we do it in a way to make ourselves boast ourselves, to make ourselves feel better, because internally we have things that we don't want to look at, and because we're hiding it from ourselves, we want to hide it from others. So we all do it in different ways. Some people may do it by sabotaging others and sabotaging themselves. Some people may do it by speaking, rudely to others. Basically, any behavior that makes you feel bigger, better than. This is truly like a personal, everybody has to be able to tap into themselves to really understand and find out how it is they're demonstrating this. Because at the end of the day, you could be saying and doing and living your life however you want. But at the end of the day, you have to come back home to yourself. And when you don't feel good about the things that you've done or performed or said, that's usually a sign that you're performing and behaving out of ego. So the ego is what is going to make you feel good at the moment, but will drag you down when you are, when you are not necessarily alone, but it'll drag you down. It's the hiding, it's the shadow that is secretly pulling you and diminishing you. And there's only so much that you yourself are willing to bear until you decide to face it. One way that we can control this is asking ourselves when we feel like we have to lie or cover up something or whatever. It's asking yourself the root question of, where is this behavior coming from? Where is this coming from? And a lot of times you'll root it back down to an insecurity. So you have to, sit with yourself for a little bit and say, why do I feel like this? Who allowed me to believe this insecurity about myself? right? Sometimes it'll be our parents that have said something from childhood, and it stays with us and then develops into how we behave today. And so we have to be able to let that go and realize and understand that I do not want to hold this anymore. And I have the choice to continue behaving in this energy pattern, or I can change it. So we have to really get to the root issue of what it is. We have to be willing to face what it is, the truth of what's actually holding us back, the insecurity, the fear, face it head on, and then decide to change from there. And when we decide to change, it all comes down to the actual practice, the actual daily routine practice of monitoring yourself and changing the habit, because ultimately it's a habit. And to change habits, you have to put a little bit of work into that. But if you need a little bit more help doing this, or maybe pinpointing what it is that's holding you back, there's actually a new program that I'm going to be starting soon. So if it's something that you're interested in, you can definitely email me. You can message me through Facebook. I'll also put that information along with the Facebook group. You can join the Facebook group and message me there. So there's definitely ways to get help. It's just, are you ready to make that step? And are you ready to actually see the truth and what's actually holding you back to help you leap and move forward? So thank you for listening. I hope this has helped you in some way. And if you found this helpful, please share this video, because you never know who needs to hear this. And they may just click on it and listen, because this moment of honesty and truth could help set them free. So thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing. And I will talk to you next week on another episode of Talk About It Thursday. Thank you.